clothes me from the top of my head, soles of my feet, yeah. Teach me, teach me, show me the way. Hide my face from the wickedness of this world, I pray. Take my hand, protect my heart, hide me in the shadow of your wing. Like a child, see purity in my eyes. Allow me to sit at your feet. Hear me, hear me. Show me your ways, teach me your paths. I'm yielding to your will. Your loving commitment will endow me, surround me in my coming and my going. Cleanse me, purge me. I want to be white as snow, so I may testify of your love to those in search of you. Show me the way. You desire truth, the inward parts you make me know you. Take my hand, casting all my cares, refresh me with the waters of life. Like a child crying softly, forgive me. Allow me to approach your throne. Know me, yeah. Know me. Have mercy upon me, O Elohim, according to your loving kindness. According unto the multitude of your tender mercies, blot out my transgressions. Wash me thoroughly from my iniquity and cleanse me from my sin. For I acknowledge my transgressions, and my sin is ever before me. Against you, you only, have I sinned, and done this evil in your sight, that you might be justified when you speak, and be clear when you judge. Behold, I was shapen in iniquity, and in sin did my mother conceive me. Behold, you desire truth in the inward parts, and in the hidden part you shall make me to know wisdom. Purge me with hyssop, and I shall be clean. Wash me, and I shall be whiter than snow. Make me to hear joy and gladness, that the bones which you have broken may rejoice. Hide your face from my sins, and blot out all mine iniquities. Create in me a clean heart, O Elohim, and renew a...
Right, shalom, 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 shalom. All right, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom. Happy Feast of Tabernacles, coming to the end of it. We had a good time. So when you don't see no video last week, the whole school was upstate, keeping the Feast of Tabernacles, out in the boots dwelling. Yeah, it rained Friday, it poured, but we still went out there. The ground was wet, real saturated. We still put out the tents.
God.
We also had the cabin too, We always reserve the cabin for situations like that too. The cabin is a good sized cabin, hold 14 beds, 14 bunk beds. So it was good, The Most High brought us through. Sunday was a good day, Right across from the lake, We had a good time. We kept the feast, plenty food, Everybody was in good spirits. We enjoyed it. All praises to the Most High. So when you didn't see no video, that was the reason why. The house of David was upstate by West Point, past Bear Mountain, doing the Feast of Tabernacles for those 3 days. So it was good. We want to make it better each year. If more people come out and partake with the feast, enjoy the feast. It's a good feeling. Get away from this rat race here in the city. Get away. Good breeze, good life, good air. We didn't see no bears though. We didn't see no mountain lions. No fox, no wolves. But it'll be good to see those things, bears. A black bear, but don't want to confront him though. All right. If you do confront, you have to have your lethal heat. You have to have that lethal heat to put him down. You know what I mean? So, but it was good. Went up in the trails. We had Rockwilder. He was up there. He was enjoying it too. He loved it. Malak, the Rockwilder, he enjoyed up there. We went up in the trails, up in the hills, walking. It was good. And that's what the Most High wants us to do, to celebrate his feast. And being that today is going to be the last day to close out, we're going to have the last of that ending feast. Food, we'll have a good time. Give the Most High praise. And, as you see the events of things taking place in the earth, the prophecies, the BRICS nations, we're getting closer to our salvation. As we get closer, we see that the evil in the earth is permeating more and more. People is becoming more evil towards one another. Things that's happening, but all this it has to come to a closure. But before the closure, the Most High has to bring his judgment. All right? And a lot of people is going to die, man, even of our own people. They have to die. They have to die. Because a lot of our people are wicked and evil. They refuse to repent and acknowledge the Most High and to do right. Most High said, he that doeth wrong shall receive for the wrong that he hath done. Because there is no respect of person with the Most High. So you might think you have the upper hand. Yeah, I'm doing evil. I ain't got judged yet. Doing what you're doing. You're killing people. You're robbing people. Defrauding people. But your day is going to come. Remember, Capitan said this. You're living in a small world. Right? You're living in a small world. That day will come. Okay? You could do all the evil you want to do and think you big shot. But the Most High eyes is not dim. His hand is not short. And the day of judgment, he's going to bring it. Okay? A lot of people say, but people said it for years. Where is it? Don't worry, it's coming.
It's coming.
It's coming. The Most High want to give people time to repent from the evil and turn away. All right? Because the Most High said he have no pleasure that a man should die. Okay? But the Most High see that man is so rebellious. Okay? And refuse to acknowledge and repent. So the Most High gives you time. The Most High is patient, man. And that's the good thing about the Most High. He's not like man. Man wants to just do you in right on the spot. Most High will give you a long rope to run. Long rope to run. Do what you got to do. Go ahead. Go fishing. Go. Take the run. Run the rod. Run with it. And the Most High just sit back and watch you and say, you know what? Okay, Michael, one of the angels, see that Negro down there? Go snuff him out, end his days. Okay? And then you want to, why he died? Why he died so viciously? Why? Because you had it coming, Negro. Okay? So that's the way the Most High operates. The Most High is love. He's patient. He's wisdom. He knows everything. He sees everything. And some people might say, but why is this going on so long? Why? Why can't we just get this thing over with? No. We put ourselves in the condition, so now you have to go through the trials and the repercussion of what we did against the Most High. The Most High told us what would happen. But My topic of my subject today is the Euphrates River, the Great Euphrates River. Okay? Because the Great Euphrates River was there in the creation of the Most High, and it's going to play a significant, major prophetical prophecy in the end time of all the nations that's ruling this earth. That's the place where the Most High is going to hold his judgment against the world's army. Okay? All the nations' army. Okay? Okay? And it's going to be a whole host of armies in that region. Okay? And the Most High is drying up that region for a particular reason. And in that region has natural resources and wealth that the nations are going to be fighting for. Right? China is going to be involved in it. The European nations, okay, America, all nations are going to be involved in this race for what they call the resources and the wealth of the earth. Okay? So it's a big grab for nations to continue their rulership in the earth, mainly America. But we see America is on its last leg. Right, move that smoke. Yeah, yeah. Right? We see America is on its last leg, and they're trying to uphold and keep the system. We see Teflon Don. Everybody know who's Teflon Don, right? Trump. He's up on a lot of charges, and he's running scared. Right? I hope to take every damn thing from him, take all his money, take all his riches, take all his Trump towers, take everything, and lock his damn behind up in jail. All right? So he's running scared now. He's worried, see, because Trump is a greedy, evil, corrupt, fraudulent, no good crook. All right? He's been cheating and robbing the system for all these years. Now it's catching up with him now. When you or I do that, right away we're busted. We go to jail for fraud, evasion of taxes, whatever you want to call it. For years he's been evading, not paying his taxes, boasting about it. Oh, because I'm smart. He's smart. That's why he doesn't pay taxes. No, you've been using evasive tactics and fraud in the system. All right? And they were showing you a comparative documentary of him and Biden. I was looking at it a couple of days ago, and they were showing that when he first got started off into the real estate business of mogul back in the 70s, when he bought all his Trump towers and those buildings, he didn't buy it with his own money. He bought it from junk bonds. So he talked the city into giving him junk bonds and money and all kind of stuff. And he's not rich all that like you think he is. Okay? He's just using that fancy title and name, but he's not rich like that. Okay? In his lifetime, he has more bankrupt companies and businesses than more successful businesses. But he gives you that impression that he's so successful and he's such a, but he uses good words. He's a good talker. And he knows to manipulate and rob people. Okay? But his day is coming, just like all shysters and crooks and evil rulers, the days are coming. And that's a sign that's showing that America days is coming to an end too. Okay? So, but I just want to talk on these things. And before I go into my subject, there's a lot of things I want to talk about. But the Euphrates, like I said, is going to play a major role in prophetic times in the last days that we're living in. Okay? So, let's go to Genesis, the second chapter. Genesis, the second chapter. All right? So how's everybody doing out there? As far as the congregation, the viewers, everybody's good? All right, I pray our praises to the Most High. You know what I mean? I hope everybody enjoyed the tabernacles. You know, so it was a lot of rain last Friday, man. It rained so much, man. It rained, man. That was a lot of rain, man. It practically rained almost all day, man. Okay? And it took us like 2 hours just to get out of Brooklyn, man. 2 hours just to get out of Brooklyn, man. All right? So, but it was all good, man. It's all good. You know what I mean? The most I want to see how we're going to persevere, how we're going to hold on and keep the faith. And we held it, man. We went through. You know what I mean? And we did it, man. All praises to the Most High. So, let's go to Genesis, the second chapter. All right, La Brian, and we're gonna start here from the 8th verse, and we're gonna take our time and read this here. All right, because prophecies and whatever the Most High wrote in this Bible is very important, linking up to the days that we're living in. From the time that he had the prophets write these things down, it plays a significant role. Okay, but to the unspiritual mind, they see us as foolishness, like the scripture said. But to those that are spiritually minded, we see this. We hold on to these things. But before you get that, Brian, hold that and let's go to Revelation first. Revelation, I like to read the scripture. Revelation, this is what Yahweh made this statement in Revelation. Revelation, the first chapter. Revelation 1 and read Revelation 1. Give me 1 second. All right. How do I lose this scripture? But there's a scripture where Yahweh said, blessed is he that readeth. All right, go back to Genesis. I'll come back to it. How I lose this here? Wow. Yeah, here it is. What's wrong with me today, man? Revelation 1 and 3. I'm sorry about that. Revelation 1 and 3.
All right, read out of Revelation, chapter 1, verse 3. Blessed is he that readeth, and they that hear the words of this prophecy.
See what Yahweh was saying? This is what John wrote in the scriptures. It said, blessed is he that readeth. Read what? The scriptures. All right? The prophecies. All right? Blessed is he that readeth. Go ahead.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy.
And they that hear the words of this prophecy. Go ahead.
And keep those things which are written therein. For the time is at hand.
See? The time is at hand. And this is the time that we're living in. When John wrote this back then, the time wasn't at hand. But today now, today, 2023, the time is at hand. This was written over 2,000 years ago when John wrote this.
Okay.
So now we see the time is at hand right this present day that I'm speaking. Okay? So let's go back to Genesis, the second chapter. And we're going to start from the 8th verse.
Read out of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 8. And the Most High Power planted a garden eastward in Eden.
All right. So the Most High is giving you a geographical location now where he's planting this garden. Okay? And he's telling you he's planting this garden eastward. Eastward of where?
Of Eden.
Okay. Eastward of Eden. Now, eastward. You got to think now. Eastward. Why is the Most High saying eastward? Because everything starts in the east. Civilization, everything started in the east. So he planted his garden eastward of Eden. Now, what does the word Eden mean? What's the meaning of Eden?
In garden.
Everybody could look it up. Y'all could look it up. Google, look it up. I want everybody to participate and get involved. Look up the word Eden and see what it means. Eden. All right. So he planted a garden eastward in Eden. What it says for Eden? Everybody found it? Yes. Mm-hmm. Right. Mm-hmm. So he formed a place of pleasure and delight. Okay? Because when he made this earth, the whole entire earth was a place of pleasure and delight. But this particular place had that pleasure and delight that he loved. Okay? Because the whole entire world is a garden.
Right.
We're still in the garden today. What you saying, Banyama? How could we be in the garden, brother? Yes, we're still in the garden. We're living out and playing out all the events that the Most High spoke about what happened in the garden with Adam and Eve. From that time up until this present time. We're living out all the events the Most High said would happen. Okay? So the Most High planted this garden eastward in Eden. Okay? And that's where he put Adam and Eve and all the people. Okay? A certain part of the earth where there's pleasure and all the greatness that the Most High had. So this was eastward. Now remember, the earth was one big piece together. It wasn't divided or destroyed at that time. All right? So all the continents was together as one. Okay? So read that verse again.
Reading out of Genesis chapter 2, verse 8. And the Most High Power planted a garden eastward in Eden, and there he put the man whom he had formed.
And there he put the man whom he had formed. Now the Most High is going to show you where this garden is situated and what is surrounding this garden. Okay? Okay, let's go ahead.
Verse 9. And out of the ground made the Most High Power to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight.
Right. So now, trees that was pleasant to the sight, natural trees, okay? And also trees that are not trees, or that are parabolic meaning.
Okay.
Okay? Parables, dark sayings. Okay? He put natural trees for food and trees that are not trees for food. Okay? Everybody get what I'm saying?
Okay.
Okay, go ahead.
That is pleasant to the sight and good for food.
Okay. So it had twofold meaning. It had the literal, and then it had the unliteral meaning, which was a parabolic or dark saying, metaphors. Okay, go ahead.
The tree of life.
Okay, the tree of life, which is what? Which represents what? The tree of life is what? The commandments. Okay? The tree of life represents the commandments that the Most High gave Adam. And that tree of life is still today significant. The same thing that we are upholding today, the commandments. All right? And you can prove that when you go to Revelation. It tells you the tree of life in the midst. Okay? The tree of life was the commandments of the Most High. That's the tree of life. Okay? We could go into that, but that's not my main topic right now. All right? But when you go to Revelation, let me share real quick. Revelation 21. Revelation 21. Actually, no, Revelation 22. I'm sorry, Revelation 22. Right, and we you could start there, but we're not going to read it. But I'm just saying Revelation 23, 22. You could start from the first verse all the way down to the to the 7th verse. All right? And then you could jump over to the 14th verse. You jump down to Revelation 22:14. The blessed are they that do his commandments, that they may have the right to the tree of life, and may enter in through the gates into the city. So the tree of life is the commandments that the Most High gave us since the beginning of times. All right? So let's go back to Genesis. Okay? So where we left off, Genesis 2 and 9, right?
2 and 9.
Okay, read 2 and 9 again.
Read out the book of Genesis, chapter 2, verse 9. And out of the ground made the Most High power to grow every tree that is pleasant to the sight and good for food. The tree of life also in the midst of the garden.
In the midst of the garden. All right, go ahead.
And the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
See? And the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Okay? So, the tree of good and evil is the knowledge of knowing good and how to do evil. And we have learned how to do evil by experiencing the things in life. Okay? So, we're still living out the tree of good and evil today. We're still playing it out today. All right? So, from that time to now, that tree of knowledge of good and evil is still in our presence today. All right? So, and that's the choice you have to make, whether you're going to choose good or evil. Just like the Most High told us when he came out of Egypt, and he told Joshua, choose ye this day where you shall choose life, death, good, or evil. That was always there. The choice is yours. You have to make the choice. Okay? So a lot of people say, yo, man, I had no choice, man. I just had to do it. No, we all got a choice in life to do anything we want to do, whether it's good or evil. If you want to be a murderer, that's a choice you made. If you want to be a gangster, that's a choice you made. If you want to say, yo, man, I come from pure poverty, man. I ain't had no choice. I had to live the life of rape, rob, and murder. That's the life you choose. And you have to answer for it in the end. You might seem like you're doing good. You got the life, the money, you're doing good. But you have to answer for it in the end.
That's right.
Everything we've done, we have to answer for it in the end. Even in, what's it, in Ecclesiastes, the 12th chapter, let's go to the Most High said, what's the whole duty of man? To keep his commandment. Yeah. Let's go to that. What was the end of, what the end of it says? Let's read that.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
That's right. You're going to have to pay for it in the end. So nobody gets away, man. Nobody, man. Nobody escapes. The old saying, what comes around goes around. All right, Ecclesiastes 12
and 13.
And 13. Read that loud, Ryan.
Read out the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 12, verse 13. Let us hear the conclusion of the whole matter. Fear the Most High, and keep his commandments, for this is the whole duty of man.
See, that's the tree of life that was there in the beginning, the commandments. That's the whole duty of man from that time up until this present day. All right, go ahead.
For the Most High shall bring every work into judgment.
So he says, for the Most High shall bring every work into judgment. Okay? Whether it's good or evil. All right, go ahead.
With every secret thing.
Even the secret things. All right, go ahead.
Whether it be good or whether it be evil.
Okay, and that's man's judgment. So nobody escape. So you go around saying, yeah, me a bad man, me a done. You're going to have to pay for it. All right? And you're going to pay for it dearly. Okay? If the Most High don't get you now, he's going to get you in the next generation, right. Or he might get your children.
That's right.
Okay? So nobody escapes. The Most High said he does what? He gets you in your third and your fourth generation. Nobody escapes. So it behooves people to fear the Most High and do good and keep his commandments. take this lightly. They think it's a joke. But it's real. Okay? So let's go back to Genesis, the 2nd chapter. We finished 9.
10.
Yeah, we finished 9. Yeah. So he made a tree of knowledge of good and evil. The choice that you have to make. And what happened? We chose evil instead of good. Now we're living out the results of what the Most High said would happen when we chose evil. Okay? Go ahead.
Reading out of Genesis chapter 2, verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden.
So now the Most High is showing you a physical river that he made. But he's giving you a geographical pinpoint location of where he started from. Okay? So he said, and a river went out of Eden. Right? Read 10 out again.
And a river went out of Eden to water the garden.
See, and a river went out of Eden to water the garden. A river went out from Eden. And we're going to find out what river is that. Because the Most High is going to show you where this garden was placed. Okay? A lot of people say, yeah, it was placed in Africa. Partly true, partly true. Because this river runs down to Africa too. And it runs also what you call into the area called the Middle East. But there's no such thing as the Middle East. That's why the Most High said he put it eastward in a certain region of the earth. Okay? Because Jerusalem is northeast Africa. Okay? And you're going to find out that situated place was located right in the area of what you call Israel.
That's
and
right.
Surrounded by all the other nations, including Egypt, Iraq, and all those areas. So let's read that 10th verse again.
Read out the book of Genesis, chapter 2 and verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads.
See, and from thence it was parted and became 4 heads. 4 different rivers running in different directions. But it came out from the same root. But it was parted. Okay? It came from that main stem. And then it became 4 heads of rivers running in different directions. Okay? And that first river that he planted, right? It said, and a river went out of Eden to water the garden, and from thence it was parted. That river was the Jordan River. That was the river that he first put there, the Jordan River. Now how, you say, but Brother BANYAMYAN, that's speculation. You just being biased. All throughout the history, what river does the Most High rate the greatest river?
Jordan?
The Jordan.
Favorite.
That's his favorite river. And we go to many scriptures to prove the Jordan River is the Most High's favorite river. Okay? When he told Elijah to heal the man of leprosy, where did he send him to? The Jordan River. He said, go dip in the Jordan River 7 times and you will be healed of your leprosy. Okay? When Joshua came across, they took 12 stones out of the Jordan River. And the Most High said, put those stones in where? In the breastplate. In the ephod. Okay? So let me show you that the Jordan River is the Most High. Let's go to Ecclesiastes. All right? In 2nd Ezra, where the Most High speaks about of all the lands and of all the places.
Yeah.
Let's go to 2nd Ezra.
2nd Ezra, what's that? 8?
The sixth chapter. Actually, the 6th chapter, but 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter.
Yeah, right.
The 2nd Ezra, the 5th chapter.
Yeah, 5 with 24? No, let's start, what you want it?
Let's start here from
24, 25, 23. 23?
Start from 22.
Okay. Reading out of the book of 2nd Ezra, chapter 5, verse 22. And my soul recovered the spirit of understanding, And I began to talk with the Most High again. And he said, O Adawan, that beareth rule of every wood of the earth, and of all the trees thereof, thou have chosen thee only one vine.
See, of all the trees thereof, thou hast chosen thee one only vine. The Most High have a favorite tree. He has a favorite vine. Okay, go ahead.
And of all the lands of the whole world,
And of all the lands of the whole world, all the lands that he made, go ahead.
thou have chosen thee one pit.
He have chosen the one pit, one particular place that he loves above all. Go ahead.
And of all the flowers thereof, one lily.
See, and of all the flowers that he made, he loves that lily. Okay, go ahead.
And of all the depth of the sea, thou hast filled thee one river.
See, of all the oceans of bodies of waters, fresh salt water, he's chosen one particular river. Go ahead.
And of all the builded cities, thou hast hallowed Zion unto thyself. And of all the fowls is that are created, thou hast named thee one dove. And of all the cattle that are made, thou hast provided thee one sheep.
So of all the cattle that he made, buffaloes, deers,
Wildebeest.
wildebeest, sheep, goats, that sheep is his favorite. Okay, go ahead.
And of all the multitudes of peoples,
See, and all the multitudes of people, the millions and billions of people he made in the earth. You say, wait a minute, you're saying God is racist? God has the people that he loves above everybody else? Yes, he does. Go ahead.
thou hast gotten thee one people.
One people only. Go ahead.
And unto this people whom thou lovest, thou gavest a law that is approved of all.
See? And he gave that law only to one people. Now let's find out what river is that. Because he said he loves one particular. You might say, no, brother, that's the Nile River, brother. That's the river in Egypt. No, it's not. Not the Nile, brother. The Nile is not the Most High favorite river. Okay? The Most High favorite river is the Jordan River.
That's right.
Yarradan.
Yarradan.
That Jordan River. Okay? Okay, so let's go to Ecclesiasticus, the 26th chapter. Ecclesiasticus 26. Okay? 26 and 24. The Most High favorite river is that Jordan River of all the rivers that he made.
Read out Ecclesiasticus chapter 26, verse 24. A dishonest woman.
Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Oh, damn, I shouldn't.
24.
Oh, slide.
Sorry, 24.
All right. I was.
Ecclesiasticus 24 and 26.
Oh, you're right, I got it. Reading out of the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 24, verse 26. He maketh his understanding to abound like Euphrates.
I'll tell you what, start from 23.
Read out the book of Ecclesiasticus, chapter 24, verse 23. All these things are the book of the covenant of the Most High Power, even the law which Moses commanded for an heritage unto the congregation of Jacob. Faint not to be strong in the Adawan, that he may confirm you. Cleave unto him, for the Most High Allah Hayanawa is power alone, and besides him there is no other Savior. He filleth all things with his wisdom, as Physon and as Tigris in the time of the new fruits. He maketh the understanding to abound like Euphrates, and as Jordan in the time of the harvest.
See, the Jordan River in the time of harvest. That Jordan River is his favorite river. Go ahead.
He maketh the doctrine of knowledge appear as the light, and as Gion in the time of vintage.
These are all the different rivers he made. All right, go ahead.
The first man knew her not perfectly. No more shall the last find her out. For her thoughts are more than the sea, and her counsels profounder than the great deep. I also come out as a brook from a river, and as a conduit into a garden. I said, I will water my best garden, and will water abundantly my garden bed. And lo, my brook became a river, and my river became a sea. I will yet make doctrine to shine as the morning, and will send forth her light afar off. I will yet pour out doctrines as prophecy, and leave it to all ages forever. Behold, that I have not labored for myself only, but for all them that seek wisdom.
All right. So now we could go into more scriptures showing you that the Jordan is the Most High favorite river. All right, because that's the river that he always speaks about, the Jordan River. Okay, and I give you some example where he told Naaman, the lepers, to go and heal in the Jordan River. Okay, and the Jordan River is where Yahushua went up. Okay, and did miracles there too. Okay, but that Jordan River that's the river that of the Most High's choice. And
the Most High diminished it so Israel could cross over that.
Right, when Joshua came out from...
He didn't separate it, he just made it low.
You made it lower so he could pass over in the Jordan River. Okay, and that's where he told Joshua to get those 12 stones from out of the Jordan River. He didn't say get those 12 stones from the Nile River or from the Euphrates. He said get those stones from the Jordan River. Okay? But those were precious stones that was used to put in the ephod. Okay? I don't quite remember the scripture where he told him to get it, but I know it's in the book of Joshua. If anybody can remember it or pull it up, where the Most High told Joshua to get those stones from the Jordan River. Let me see if I can find it real quick. Hold on, give me a second. I haven't read it in a long time. Need 2 minutes. Give me about 2 minutes. Let me see if I can pull it up. I think that's it. Yeah, I think that was it. Yeah.
Yo.
All right. Read Joshua, the 4th chapter. Start from 1.
Read the book of Joshua, chapter 4, verse 1. And it came to pass when all the people were clean, passed over Jordan.
See, that's the Jordan River. The Jordan River today in Israel is not that garbage you see today. Okay? They got you seeing people swimming in some dirty, stinking, dirty river over there in Jordan. That's not the Jordan River. Okay? I think it look dirty as hell. Okay? Go ahead.
The Most High spoke unto Joshua, saying, take you 12 men out of the people, out of every tribe a man, and command ye them, saying, take you hence out of the midst of Jordan.
See, take ye out of the hence out of Jordan. He didn't say, brother. He didn't say, go back down to the Nile and take no stone from the Nile. He said, take it from the Jordan River. Go ahead.
Out of the place where the priest's feet stood firm. 12 stones, and you shall carry them over with you.
See, 12 stones, and you shall carry them over. Go ahead.
And leave them in the lodging place, where ye shall lodge this night. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared.
How shall I put it? Today they use
the birthstone,
a birthstone or birth sign. Each stone has a certain precious vibration to it, right? Each stone has a precious vibration to it. Whether it's an onyx, an emerald, a diamond, a sardonyx. Each one of those stones has a specific and individual vibration to those stones that represents every tribe.
And function too.
All right, and it has a major function. Okay? Because when when you go back to Revelation, right? Remember the Most High tells you, go to Revelation. I'm going to show you something here. Revelation Bear with me 1 second. And we're coming back to the Euphrates. All right, Revelation, over right here. Okay, go to Revelation 22.
22.
All right. And start here from the 10th verse.
Read out the book of Revelation, chapter 22, verse 10. And he saith unto me, seal not the sayings of the prophecy of this book.
I'm sorry, 21. 21. Yeah,
Okay.
21 and 10.
Read out the book of Revelation, chapter 21, verse 10. And he carried me away in the spirit to a great and high mountain, and showed me that great city, the holy Jerusalem.
See, the holy Jerusalem. All right, go ahead.
Descending out of the heaven from the Most High, having the glory of power, and her lights was like unto a stone, most precious.
So it was? What it says?
Like her light was like unto a stone, most precious.
Most precious. Okay, go ahead.
Even like a jasper stone.
See, even like a jasper stone. And each one of those stones that they took represents one of those stones. All right, go ahead.
Clear as crystal.
Clear as crystal. All right, go ahead.
And had a wall great and high, and had 12 gates, and at the gates 12 angels, and names were written thereon, which are the names of the 12 tribes of the children of Israel.
Go ahead.
On the east, 3 gates. On the north, 3 gates. On the south, 3 gates. And on the west, 3 gates. And the wall of the city had 12 foundations.
See, 12 foundations. All right, go ahead.
And in them the names of the 12 apostles of the Lamb.
Go ahead.
And he that taught with me had a golden reed to measure the city, and the gates thereof, and the wall thereof. And the city lieth 4 square, and the length is as large as the breadth.
So it was equally in measure, all length and breadth. This is going to be massive. Okay, go ahead.
And he measured the city with the reed, 12,000 furlongs.
12,000 furlongs is a long way, baby. That's a long way, baby. 12,000 furlongs is approximately from here to Texas. Okay, go ahead.
The length and the breadth and the height of it are equal. And he measured the wall thereof, and 144 cubits, according to the measure of a man, that is of the angel.
Right, so it's being measured not according to a regular man, but according to the angel, the size of the angel. Okay, go ahead.
And the building of the wall of it was of jasper, and the city was pure gold, like unto clear glass. And the foundations of the wall of the city were garnished with all manners of precious stones.
See that? Now he's going to these precious stones. Okay, go ahead.
The first foundation was jasper.
See, the first one was a jasper. And those same stones that he told the jasper is the same stone that he was using today. That's why he told Joshua to take those stones out of the Jordan River. Okay, go ahead.
The second, sapphire.
Sapphire, go ahead.
The third, a kaleskadin. The fourth, an emerald. The fifth, sardonyx.
Right, and it's going according to the birthright. Okay, all right, go ahead.
The sixth, sardius. The seventh, crystallite.
These were all these precious stones. All right, go ahead.
The eighth, beryl. The ninth, a topaz. The 10th, a chrysoprase. The 11th, a jacinth. The 12th, an amethyst. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of 1 pearl. And the street of the city was pure gold.
Check that out. It's going to be decked out with pure, precious. Oh, man. This kingdom is going to be off, man. Boy, we can't. You think we living now? We ain't see no true living, man. We're gonna see a hell of a city, man. All right, it's gonna be dazzling, man. The vibration of it is just gonna change the whole mindset of everything, man. Okay, the stones is gonna give off a vibration. Okay, it's gonna give off an aura, a light. Okay, it's gonna lighten the whole place. That's why I say it's not gonna be no need for the sun, because the presence of those stones is gonna give off a vibration of light and aura. That's gonna brighten up this place, man. And then with the gold, the streets ain't gold. Oh man,
It's gonna be like a reflection.
a reflection, man. This thing's gonna be. We can't. We reading it, but we really can't comprehend how great this thing is gonna be, man. Okay, go ahead.
As it were, well, let me read that again. And the 12 gates were 12 pearls. Every several gate was of one pearl, and the street of the city was pure gold.
Pure gold, not no. Oh, maybe that's a 14-karat gold. No, that's gonna be pure gold, undefiled gold. Ain't gonna be mixed with no alloys or no other I would say mineral or whatever it is, or alloy. It's gonna be pure gold, straight from the mountains. All right, go ahead.
As it were transparent glass.
As it's gonna be a transparent glass, man. You could see yourself in it, a reflection,
Right.
man. Okay, go ahead.
And I saw no temple therein, for the Most High power, Allah and the Lamb are the temple of it. And the city had no need of the sun.
See, why is it saying he had no need for the sun? Because all those stones and precious things is gonna lighten up the whole kingdom. It's gonna be so bright. Okay, it's not gonna be the need for the sun, but the sun is gonna be there.
Cut.
Okay, go ahead.
Neither of the moon to shine in it.
See, but all the sun and the moon is gonna be there. The Most High said the sun and the moon shall be there forever. But because all these precious stones and minerals is gonna be there, it's gonna lighten up the area. You don't have no need for the sun and the moon. Yes. Yeah, Judah. Right. But the sun and the moon is going to be there. But the Most High is showing, because of these precious stones, it seems as if you're not going to need the sun and the moon to give you light.
It's like in the kingdom, said it'll never be dark, man.
Right.
So the moon is not going to be needed because it's not going to be dark.
Right.
It's not going to need to lit it up.
Yeah. But the stars, everything's going to be there. But because of all the presence of the Most High and the glory that he's going to put there with these precious stones. Because when these stones come together in harmony, it's going to ignite a certain vibration. Right? That's why even today, some doctors and people that's into alternative medicine tells you to use certain stones.
Yeah.
All right? Because you could generate and get powers, healing powers from those stones, which is the truth. It's not a lie. It's a true fact. Okay? Certain stones have certain benefits to it. Because remember, our body came from what? The earth. The minerals of the earth. All right? So go ahead.
Verse 24. And the nations of them which are saved shall walk in the light of it.
Right. So the nations that are saved from this great destruction, those that are left over, they're going to walk in the light of it. And they're going to see the light of it. Okay? Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth do bring their glory and honor into it.
And they're going to bring their glory and honor into it. All right? Go ahead.
And the gates of it shall not be shut at all by day, for there shall be no night there.
Right. So I mean, it's going to be so bright, it seems like it's not going to get dark.
Right. Daylight
Right?
saving times all.
Right? It's going to be brighted up all day. Light it up, man. Yeah, you how it up.
Right.
More and more, more and more,
Right.
more and more. Bring it, non-stop. Keep bringing it. Don't stop. Keep bringing. Okay? All right, go ahead.
Verse 26. And they shall bring the glory and honor of the nations into it.
All right, they're going to bring it, baby. Okay, go ahead.
And there shall in no wise enter into it anything that defileth, neither whatsoever worketh abomination, or maketh a lie, but they which are written in the Lamb's book of life.
All right. So now let's go back to Joshua now about those stones. Then we're going to into the Euphrates River. But I'm showing you of the rivers that the Most High made, that Jordan River was that river that he loved the best. But the Euphrates is going to play a major significant role in the end time of prophecies. All right? Because water also represents what in prophetic terminology?
People.
Water also represents people. It also represents the spirit of the Most High giving wisdom and knowledge. And it also represents destruction. Okay? Remember the Most High tells in Revelation, and it says, and out of the mark of the dragon poured out what?
Water.
A flood.
A flood, right.
Destruction, great destruction. All right? So water represents a lot of things. Okay? It represents life. Okay? It represents wisdom. It represents being born again. Okay? So water has a great significance. All right? So let's go back to Joshua and read that part in Joshua. We left off in the fourth verse, right?
4, yeah. Reading out of Joshua, chapter 4, in verse 4. Then Joshua called the 12 men whom he had prepared of the children of Israel out of every tribe, a man. And Joshua said unto them, Pass over before the ark of the Most High Yahweh your power into the midst of Jordan, and take ye up every man of you a stone upon his shoulder, according unto the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, that this may be a sign among you, that when your children ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye by these stones? Then ye shall answer them, that the waters of Jordan were cut off before the ark of the covenant of the Most High, that when it passed over Jordan, the waters of Jordan were cut off. And these stones shall be for a memorial unto the children of Israel forever. And the children of Israel did so as Joshua commanded, and took up 12 stones of the midst of Jordan, as the Most High spake unto Joshua, according to the number of the tribes of the children of Israel, and carried them over with them unto the place where they lodged, and laid them down there. And Joshua set up 12 stones in the midst of Jordan, in the place where the feet of the priests which bear the ark of the covenant stood. And they are there unto this day. For the priests which bear the ark stood in the midst of Jordan until everything was finished that the Most High commanded Joshua to speak unto the people, according to all that Moses commanded Joshua, and the people has and passed over.
Right, and we passed over the Jordan. Okay? And that's about it. Let me see. Jump down to 18.
Verse 18. And it came to pass, when the priests that bear the ark of the covenant of the Most High were come up out of the midst of the Jordan, and the soles of the priests' feet were lifted up unto the dry land, that the waters of Jordan returned unto their place, and flowed over all his banks as they did before.
Right, because the Jordan means flowing. The word Yarada means the flowing of the river that flows down. All right, go ahead.
And the people came up out of Jordan on the 10th day of the first month, and encamped in Gilgal, in the east border of Jericho. And those 12 stones which they took out of Jordan did Joshua pitch in Gilgal. And he spake unto the children of Israel, saying, When your children shall ask their fathers in time to come, saying, What mean ye these stones? What mean these stones? Then you shall let your children know, saying, Israel came over this Jordan on dry land.
So we came over that Jordan on dry land, and the Jordan River is the Most High's favorite river. Go ahead.
For the Most High Yahweh your power dried up the water of Jordan from before you, until you were passed over, as the Most High your power did to the Red Sea, which he dried up before us until we were gone over, that all the people of the earth might know the hand of the Most High, that it is mighty, that ye might fear the Most High your power forever.
All right. So that's the Jordan River. That's the river, the Most High's favorite river. Now let's go back to Genesis, the 2nd chapter. All right, so I just want to show the example of why the Most High chose the Jordan River above all rivers. Okay, so read that 10th verse again, Genesis 2.
Read out of Genesis chapter 2 and verse 10. And a river went out of Eden to water the garden. And from thence it was parted and became into 4 heads.
Okay, so from thence it was parted and became 4 heads. And these 4 heads of rivers is going to describe where the garden was situated and the rivers that came out from the garden. Okay, so let's continue reading on.
Verse 11. The name of the first is Pison.
So now the name of that first river is a Pison. Okay, and that Pison represents what?
Red Sea.
The Red Sea. So it's showing you it's going to compass the Red Sea, which compass around Egypt, all right, and all the area of the Mediterranean. All right, continue.
That is it which compasses the whole land of Havilah.
And the whole land of Havilah represents the area of Saudi Arabia. Okay? Havilah represents Saudi Arabia, that whole area. So the Red Sea compassed all that area, because when we came out of Egypt, we had to cross over into the Red Sea to go over. When Moses, Moses went over, left Egypt, and he crossed over, he went over into Arabia, which is right across from the Red Sea.
Right.
Okay? And even in our journeys traveling, we pass in certain area of Saudi Arabia, in the wilderness. Okay? All right, continue.
The whole land of Havilah where there is gold.
There's gold. There's gold in that area. Okay, continue.
And the gold of that land is good. There is bdellium and the onyx stone.
There's precious stones in that area. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 13. And the name of the second river is Gihon.
See, now the name of the second river is the Gihon. All right? This river runs all the way down. Now let's continue reading on.
The same is it that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia.
So what river is that?
The Nile.
That's the Nile River. Because the Nile River runs all the way down to Ethiopia, going all the way down in parts of into Africa. Okay? And it goes all the way down to going down to what's the area? You got the Blue Nile, the White Nile, that goes all the way down into not Somalia, but it goes down into forgot the name of, but it's gonna come back to me. But it runs all the way down to that area. So it's showing you if the river was parted from a certain area, it couldn't have been in Africa. It couldn't have been down in Egypt, because it parted from up top and came and ran all the way down. Okay? So read that verse again, the 13th verse.
And the name of the second river is the Gihon. The same is it that compasses the whole land of Ethiopia.
All right. So now the garden is in the midst of all these areas. Okay? It's right in the middle. Okay, go ahead.
And the name of the third river is the H.O.D.C.
And the third river, the H.O.D.C. All right, go ahead.
That is it which goes towards the east of Assyria.
See, now it's telling you this river goes towards the east of Assyria, which is up in Iraq, because Assyria is up in the area of Iraq. Okay, go ahead.
And the fourth river is Euphrates.
And the fourth river is the Euphrates. This is the river we're going to deal with today. Because this is the river that's going to play a part of prophetic prophecy in the last days. The Euphrates River. Okay? Now, in that region of the Euphrates River, there's gold too. There's a lot of gold. There's a lot of gold in that area. Okay? And I think they discovered some of that gold too when the Euphrates River started to dry up. They found a lot of gold in that area. Mountains of gold. Okay? And that's what's going to cause this big squabble in the earth.
That's right.
It's going to cause a fight to get that resources and wealth. Okay? Because that's what everybody wants, that gold. All right, so go ahead. There's more to it.
And no, that's it.
And that was it, right?
You want, yeah, that's where it stops at. 14. You want me to read on?
Read 15 too.
All right. Verse 15. And the Most High Yahweh took the man and put him into the Garden of Eden to dress it and to keep it.
And that's where Adam was situated, in the Garden of Eden, right there in the midst of Israel, surrounding Iraq, Jordan, Egypt, and all those areas. Okay, so these rivers were situated eastward, and it ran down. And all of it became four heads that ran to different directions of the earth. Okay, yes, Yahweh. The earth is Eden too. But that particular place where the Most High had them was a place, was paradise and pleasure.
Personal.
Right.
It was personal.
It was personal to the Most High. All right? But the whole earth is the garden. Because we're still living in the garden today.
That's right. On the bad side.
Right? On the bad side of it, the flip side of it. Yeah. All right? So from there, go to Revelation, the 9th chapter. Revelation, the 9th chapter. And let's see what role the Euphrates River is going to play today. Revelation 9, and we're going to start from the 13th verse.
Read out the book of Revelations, chapter 9, verse 13. And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before the Most High.
So that sound was sounded in the heavens first by the angels, and it's going to be sounded here on the earth again too. All right? So read that verse again. It said the six angels sounded, meaning they blow their trumpet. It sounded that trumpet. All right? Read it again.
And the sixth angel sounded, and I heard a voice from the four horns of the golden altar which is before the Most High.
Which is in heaven, in his throne. Go ahead.
Saying to the sixth angel which had the trumpet, loose the four angels which are bound in the great river Euphrates.
So you got angels that are bound in that great river Euphrates. They're going to be bound there until the Most High set them loose to start this thing off, man. Okay? And that's the time we're approaching. Okay? Go ahead.
Verse 15. And the four angels were loosed, which were prepared for an hour, a day, and a month.
So they're around the clock, every hour, every day, on post, ready. They're getting ready for this great battle. Okay, go ahead.
And a month and a year, for to slay the third part of men.
Ooh, they're going to slay the third part of men. Yes, yeah. Sounds, yeah, they're hearing sounds in those caves. Because the Most High got something in there, man. Yeah. That's why he's going to unleash, man. The Most High's getting ready for this great war, man. Okay? And then from that, hold that. Okay, finish reading that, yeah.
Verse 16. And the number of the army of the horsemen were 200,000. And I heard the number of them.
All right? So this is going to be the armies of the earth. That's going to be ready for this battle. These are not no missiles. There's no 200 missiles in the earth. No nation upon this earth have 200 million missiles. I don't care, combined with America and all the nations. No, all the nations combined do not have 200 million missiles. That's impossible. These are the nations of armies that's going to be ready to fight.
That's right.
Okay? Now, hold on, go to Joel, the 3rd chapter. Because this goes right into Joel, the 3rd chapter, too.
Yeah.
Okay,
What, Joel 3?
Joel 3.
Uh-huh.
Okay, and start from the first verse.
Reading out of Joel chapter 3 and verse 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem.
See what time the Most High is telling you? When he's going to bring the end of our captivity. And which, this is the time that we're at the end of our captivity now. The Most High said, in those days, and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, meaning he's going to bring us out of this captivity that we're in. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 2, I will also gather all nations.
So at the same time when he's bringing the end of our captivity, he's going to put a whipping on these nations behind him now. Now he's going to drag them down now. He's going to gather all the nations. Go ahead.
I will also gather all nations, and I will bring them down into the valley of Jehoshaphat.
And that era is also known as the valley of Jehoshaphat too. Okay? In the Euphrates, around the Euphrates River, around that area. Go ahead.
And will plead with them there for my people and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land.
Mm-hmm.
And they have cast lots for my people, and have given a boy for an harlot, and sold a girl for wine that they may drink.
Okay, now jump down here to the 11th verse. Okay, the 9th verse. Yeah.
Verse 9. Proclaim ye this among the nations. Prepare war.
And that's what's going to happen in that area of the Euphrates. War. All right, go ahead.
Wake up the mighty men. Let all the men of war draw near. Let them come up.
Come up where? To the valley of Jehoshaphat, where it's in the Euphrates River area. The river of the Euphrates River. All right, go ahead.
Beat your plowshares into swords, and your pruning hooks into spears. Let the weak say, I am strong.
Mm-hmm.
Assemble yourselves and come, all ye heathen, and gather yourselves together round about. Thither, cause thy mighty ones shall come down, O Yahweh. Let the heathen be wakened, and come up to the valley of Jehoshaphat, for there will I sit to judge all the heathen round about.
Mm-hmm.
Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe.
See how poetic that sounds? Put ye in the sickle, for the harvest is ripe. You know when the harvest is ripe, that's when you put the sickle to cut the harvest.
Cut them down.
But this harvest is to cut the nations down, man. That's so poetic the way the Most High put it, man. It's ripe. Okay, go ahead.
Come, get you down, for the press is full.
It's full. Okay, go ahead.
The fats overflow.
It's overflowing, man. Okay, go ahead.
For their wickedness is great.
For their wickedness is great, where the Most High is going to judge them there. Go ahead.
Multitudes in the valley of decision. For the day of the Most High is near in the valley of decision.
And that's where the Euphrates River, in that area, around that area. That's why it's being dried up. And we're going to read about it in Revelation, the 16th chapter. Why it's being dried up. Okay, go ahead.
The sun and the moon shall be darkened, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. The Most High shall roar out of Zion, and utter his voice from Jerusalem, and the heavens and the earth shall shake.
Yeah, it's going to shake, man. Okay, go ahead.
But the Most High will be the hope of his people, and the strength of the children of Israel.
All right. Okay, so from there, let's go to Revelation, the 16th chapter now. Revelation, the 16th chapter. All right, Revelation 16, and start from the 12th verse.
Read out the book of Revelation, chapter 16 and verse 12. And the sixth angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates.
And that's what the angels are doing now. They're about to unleash what's taking place in the earth right now. Go ahead.
And the water thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
So now this is twofold. Physically, it's being dried up, and symbolically, what does it mean when it says the water thereof is dried up? What does that mean in a symbolic form? In the physical form, we know the river is being dried up. It's being dried up. Right now, as we speak, it's being dried up. And then he says the water, when the Most High take away the water from you,
Taking away your crop, vegetation, everything.
your wisdom, their knowledge, everything, their understanding, it's being dried up. They're losing their understanding of what to do now. All right? So the Most High is physically drying up the rivers over there, and he's taking away their understanding to deal with the problems. Okay? Yes. Right, they're being confounded because, like I said, water has many different meanings. All right? For one example, let's go to St. John 7:38. Go to St. John 7:38. The water has many different meanings. Okay? Water represents life. It also represents a new life, baptism. Okay? It could also mean death too. And life. It could also mean wisdom, understanding. Okay, so read St. John 7:38.
Read out of John chapter 7, verse 38. He that believeth on me, as the scriptures have said, out of his belly shall flow rivers of living water.
See? Out of his belly shall flow what? Rivers of living water, which is understanding, which is wisdom, spiritual wisdom. Okay? Now, go to St. John, the 4th chapter. Remember when Yahushua went up to the woman at the well? And he said, woman, give me of that water to drink. And what did he say? He said, you drink of that water, you're going to thirst again. But the water that I'm going to give you, you shall never thirst again. Meaning what? The wisdom and the everlasting knowledge that he's going to give, you shall never thirst again. So let's go to St. John, the 4th chapter. Right? So water has many significant meanings. All right? St. John, the 4th chapter, right? And what 4, yes, yeah. 4, St. John 4, and okay, let's, okay, right, okay. Start from go up here,
11.
Start from 7. Read the 7 first. No, actually, no, read 6. Start from 6, yeah.
Read out the book of John, chapter 4, verse 6. Now Jacob's well was where Yahushua, therefore, being wearied with his journey, sat thus on the well, and it was about the 6th hour. There cameth a woman of Samaria to draw water. Yahushua said unto her, give me to drink. For the disciples were gone away unto the city to buy meat. Then said the woman of Samaria unto him, how is it that thou, being a Jew, askest drink of me, which am a woman of Samaria? For the Jews have no dealing with the Samaritans.
Because at that particular time, what happened? The Israelites, or true Israelites who were in Samaria, was deported out of Samaria.
Right.
And the king of Assyria brought other men from other places and put them in Samaria. Right. And they became converts in the land. And they was calling themselves Israelites and keeping our customs. So when Yahushua came there, she was one of those women that was there. So when she saw Yahushua, she said, how is it you asking me, a woman of Samaria, for water? But Yahushua was doing that to drop wisdom on her and to show her, to make a separation and to show, listen, you not me, you not our people. That's what he was doing. Okay, so go ahead.
Verse 10, Yahushua answered and said unto her, if thou knowest the gift of the Most High, and who it is that saith to thee, give me to drink, thou wouldst asked of him, and he would have given thee living water.
See, living waters. Okay, living waters mean wisdom, knowledge, spiritual knowledge. Okay, so like I said, water has many different levels of understanding to it. Okay, go ahead.
The woman said unto him, Sir, thou hast nothing to draw with, and the well is deep. From whence then hast thou that living water?
Where you got this living water? All right, go ahead.
Art thou greater than our father Jacob?
Here she going now talking about our father Jacob. Your father isn't Jacob, but they just got to put themselves in that and saying our father Jacob. You're dealing with the Samaritan. Yeah, the Israel have no dealing with the Samaritans. So how you gonna say that our father Jacob? Yeah, just like a so-called Jew. Yeah, yeah, just like you do now. Okay, go ahead.
Which gave us the well, and drank thereof himself, and his children, and his cattle. Yahweh answered and said unto her, Whosoever drinketh of this water shall thirst again.
See, he said, you drink of this water that well, you're going to thirst again. You're always going to be thirsty. But the water I'm going to give you, you shall never thirst again. Which is that wisdom, knowledge, and everlasting life. That's spiritual knowledge. Go ahead.
But whosoever drinketh of the water that I shall give him shall never thirst. But the water that I shall give him shall be in him a well of waters springing up into everlasting life.
See? See? So when the Most High said the water thereof is dried up, like he said in Revelation 16, the physical water is being dried up, and the waters of understanding for the nations is being dried up. They're in darkness. Okay? So this is the understanding of waters. All right? There's more to it?
No, unless you want to know what the lady says. The woman said unto him, Sir, give me this water, that I thirst not.
She said, "What? Give me that water so I don't thirst no more." But she didn't even get that. She didn't get the picture what he was talking about. Okay, she didn't pick up. Go ahead.
Neither come hither to draw. Yahweh said unto her, Go call thy husband and come hither.
Yahweh said, Go call your husband and come back. Okay. All right. Go ahead.
The woman answered and said, I have no husband. Yahweh said unto her, Thou hast well said, I have no husband, for thou hast had 5 husbands, and he whom thou now hast is not thy husband, in that saidest thou truly. The woman said unto him, Sir, I perceive that thou art a prophet.
Yeah, she's like, wait a minute, how you know this? Sir, I perceive you're a prophet. But Yahweh was just playing with her, tossing with her, you know what I mean? To see where she's at, you know? Yahweh was something else, man. All right, so let's go back to Revelation, the 16th chapter.
We are in Revelation chapter 16 and verse 12. And the 6th angel poured out his vial upon the great river Euphrates, and the water thereof was dried up.
All right, so the physical waters in that area, in that geographical location, is being dried up right now as we speak. It's so low, okay? Okay, and people want to know why it's being dried up. But it's being dried up for that specific reason, for the Most High to drag the nation's armies down there to judge them. Okay, go ahead.
That the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Now, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared. Who are the kings of the east?
Saudi,
all right.
China, Russia.
Right, it's involved that Saudi Arabia, China. Okay, back in the ancient time, when you say the kings of the east, it was referring to the Arabs. Yeah. Right? It was referring to the Arabs. But in these times now, it's referring to who? China.
Russia.
Okay? Because they have the world's largest military. Okay? And they're going to prepare for this war. Okay? So read that verse again, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
Thereof was dried up, that the way of the kings of the east might be prepared.
All right, so let's show you that the kings of the east in ancient time were the Arabs. Okay, let's from there go to let's go to 1 Kings 4 and 30. 1 Kings 4 and 30. But you're going to see, in these days is not so much referring to the Arabs, even though they're going to be part of it. Okay, the Arab nations. Okay. 1 Kings 4 and 30.
4 and 30?
Yeah.
Read out the book of 1 Kings chapter 4, verse 30. And Solomon's wisdom excelled the wisdom of all the children of the east countries.
See, the children of the east country were the Arabs. All right, go ahead.
And all the wisdom of Egypt.
Mm-hmm.
For he was wiser than all men, than Ethan, the Ezrahite, and Heman, the Cockle, and Darda, the son of Mahol, and his fame was in all nations round about. And he spoke 3,000 proverbs.
Okay, that's it.
Oh,
no. All right. Now go to the book of Job.
Job?
Yeah, Job 1 and 3.
Oh, boy.
Job chapter 1, verse 3. Actually, read the first verse. Yeah, read the first verse.
Read out of Job chapter 1 and verse 1. There was a man in the land of Uz.
And where was the land of Uz? The land of Uz was located in Edom, close to the borders of Saudi Arabia. Because Edom borders Saudi Arabia too.
Right.
Okay? All right, go ahead.
Whose name was Job. And that man was perfect and upright, and one that feared Yahweh and eschewed evil. And there were born unto him 7 sons and 3 daughters. His substance also was 7,000 sheep, and 3,000 camels, and 500 yoke of oxen, and 500 she-asses, and a very great household. Mm-hmm. So that this man was the greatest of all the men of the East.
And that area was considered the East because it was close to Arabia. Okay, they were considered the men of the East. All right, now from there go to Genesis 25. So the Arab nation is going to be involved in that, but in this particular prophetic time that we're living in, it's going to represent China.
Mostly God, right?
Mm-hmm. All right, let's go to Genesis 25. And we're going to start from the 6th verse. Genesis 25 and 6.
Read out the book of Genesis chapter 25 and verse 6. Oh, yeah. All right. But unto the sons of the concubines which Abraham had, Abraham gave gifts and sent them away from Isaac his son, while he yet lived, eastward unto the east country.
See? Eastward unto the east country. So those are the family, these were the family of Ishmael, Midian. These were the children of what you call the Ishmaelites and the Midianites. Okay. And they were living in the east country, eastward in the east country. And now we go back to that same word. It said the Most High planted that garden eastward in Eden. All right? So showing you where the garden was situated in that area. Okay? Now jump down to the 18th verse.
Read now the book of Genesis chapter 25 verse 18. And they went from Havilah unto Shur, that is before Egypt, as thou goest towards Assyria.
And Assyria is eastward. All right, go ahead.
And he died in the presence of all his brethren.
All right. Now from there, go to Jeremiah 49. Jeremiah 49, the 28th verse. So the Arabs are going to be involved in that conflict too. Okay, because remember the Most High said, then shall the Arabians, the dragons, come out as a wild boar. When you read in the Apocrypha, I'm going to show you that too. Jeremiah 49, and start from the 28th verse.
Read out of Jeremiah chapter 49, verse 28. Concerning Kedar, and concerning the kingdoms of Hazor, which Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, shall smite. Thus saith the Most High, arise ye, go up to Kedar, and spoil the men of the east.
See, and Kedar was the son of Ishmael, one of the sons of Ishmael. right? And we all know the word Kedar means what?
Dark.
Dark skin. All right, so this is one of the sons of Ishmael, and they were the men of the east because that's where they live, in the east. All right, go ahead.
Verse 29. Their tents and their flocks shall they take away. They shall take to themselves their curtains and all their vessels and their camels, and they shall cry unto them. Fear is on every side. Flee, get you far off. Dwell deep, O ye inhabitants of Hazor, saith the Most High. For Nebuchadnezzar, king of Babylon, has taken counsel against you, and has conceived a purpose against you. Arise, get you up unto the wealthy nation.
And that wealthy nation were the children of Ishmael. They were wealthy, right? They had a lot of wealth, just like they are still today. The Most High blessed them with that. And that oil is a blessing for them, man.
Yeah.
Okay? That made them so filthy rich, man. They live in a lap of luxury, man. Okay? Go ahead.
Arise you, get up unto the wealthy nation, and dwell without care, saith the Most High.
And they don't dwell with no cares, no bars, none around this city. Okay, go ahead.
Which have neither gates nor bars, which dwell alone.
They dwell alone by themselves. Whether they're from Saudi Arabia, from Oman, for any of those Arab countries around there, the Arab Emirates, Dubai, all right? They all dwell there by themselves as families, yeah. They're building a hell of a big city, a mega city, man. Yeah, man. And them bastards got money, man. Okay? And even Trump got money from them too. Okay? The Bush crime family was involved with them too. On 9/11, it was only the Saudi Arabian family was able to fly out of this country.
Yeah.
When all flights was canceled and shut down, they was the only family allowed to fly out of this country. What is that showing you? Power, man. They're in league with them, in bed with them, man. Okay? The Bush crime family was like this with the Saudi Arabian family, man. Working together. Okay? Go ahead.
And their camels shall be a booty, and the multitude of their cattle a spoil.
And they have a lot of camel. That's their trademark, the camels. Okay, go ahead.
And I will scatter into all winds them that are in the utmost corners, and I will bring their calamity from all sides thereof, saith the Most High. And Hazor shall be a dwelling for dragons, and a desolation forever. There shall no man abide there, nor any son of man dwell in it.
All right. Now, from there, let's go to, I want to show you about the Arabs. Then shall the, I think it's in, where is it? Ecclesiasticus, it said, then shall the dragons of Arabia. Second Ezra, here. Second Ezra. Okay, Second Ezra 15. And start here from start from 27. Second Ezra 15:27.
Now the book of Second Ezra, chapter 15, verse 27. For now all the plagues come upon the whole earth.
Yeah, and the plagues are coming upon this earth. Okay, go ahead.
And ye shall remain in them, for the Most High shall not deliver you, because ye have sinned against him. Behold, and a horrible vision, and the appearance thereof from the east.
See, it's coming from the east. All is going to start from the east. What started from the east? Civilization, life, the beginning. And it's going to end there. All right, go ahead.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots.
See, they're going to come with many chariots, weapons, tanks, planes. All right, they're coming along also with the Chinese too, because they're going to be working with the Chinese too.
Yeah.
The BRICS nations. All right, go ahead. Read 29 again.
And the multitude, okay.
Yeah, read 29
Verse 20.
again.
Where the nations of the dragons of Arabia shall come out with many chariots, and the multitude of them shall be carried as the wind upon the earth, that all they which hear them may fear and tremble. Also the Caramanians.
Who are the Carmanians? Who are the Carmanians? The ending sound like something that you know.
The Iranians.
The Iranians. All right, the Carmanians are the Iranians. Right? Go ahead.
Also the Caramanians, raging in wrath, shall go forth as the wild boars of the wood, and with great power shall they come, and join battle with them.
See, they're going to join battle with them. They're going to join battle with the Arabs, with China, all right?
And shall waste a portion of the land of the Assyrians. And then shall the dragons have the upper hand, remembering their nature. And if they shall turn themselves, conspiring together in great power to persecute them, then these shall be troubled and keep silent through their power and shall flee.
Go ahead.
And from the land of the Assyrians shall the enemy besiege them and consume some of them, and in their hosts shall the fear and dread and strife among their kings.
Right. It's going to be a great battle amongst them, amongst all the nations up in that area. Go ahead.
Behold, clouds from the east and from the north unto the south, and they are very horrible to look upon, full of wrath and storm. They shall smite one upon another.
Yeah, they're going to fight in that area up there, man. Okay? That's what the Most High got it prepared for. Okay, go ahead.
And they shall smite down a great multitude of stars upon the earth, even their own stars.
Even their own people in the midst of them too. All right, go ahead.
And blood shall be from the sword unto the belly, and dung of men unto the camel's broad.
Right, so dung, dead men is going to be piled up, man. Okay, that's what the Most High say. He's going to call for the fowls of the air to come and eat those dead bodies, man. Okay, you're going to call the eagle, all those scavenger birds, man. Vultures, buzzards, they coming to eat their belly full, man. There's going to be a great supper. Okay, a banquet. Okay,
live their best life.
Yeah, living the best life, man. They're going to be singing. And they're picking those dead bodies and drinking that blood, man. Okay, go ahead.
Verse 37, and there shall be great fearfulness and trembling upon earth, and they that see the wrath shall be afraid, and tremble shall come upon them. Trembling shall come upon them. And then shall there come great storms from the south and from the north, and another part from the west.
They're coming from all parts of the earth. Okay?
America, China.
America, China, everywhere for this battle, man. Okay? Huh? Yeah, they're getting ready. There's no way to draw back. Okay? Go ahead.
And strong winds shall arise from the east and shall open it, and the clouds which he rised up in wrath, and the star stirred to cause fear towards the east and west wind shall be destroyed. The great and mighty clouds shall be lifted up full of wrath, and the star, that they may make all earth afraid, and them that dwell therein. And they shall pour out over every high and eminent place an horrible star, fire and hail and flying swords.
What is the flying swords?
Missiles.
Missiles. You know, a sword can't fly. So the Most High is showing you right here what's going to be flying. They're missiles, man. And missiles are going to be soaring, yeah. Yeah, lasers too. They're going to use all those high-tech weapons.
They say you couldn't do this better in a movie, man.
Right. But you know a sword can't fly.
Right.
So what is the sword he's talking about? You got to use common sense and use your spiritual understanding.
Right,
a flying sword? All right. Go ahead.
Let me read that again. Fire and hail and flying swords and many waters, that all fields may be full, and all rivers with the abundance of great waters.
See, the great flood. The great flood of army and
Right.
weapons and
People,
everything.
yeah.
All right, go ahead.
They shall break down the cities and walls, mountains and hills, trees of the wood and grass of the meadows, and their corn.
All right, that's it. All right, so showing you, I'm going to show you one more symbology of the waters, right? Go to Revelation, and we're going to close up. Revelation 12 of the water.
Yeah.
So water has many significant meaning when it comes to prophecies and it comes to biblical understanding. All right, Revelation 12.
Days are like days.
And start here from 14.
14?
Actually, start from 13. Revelation 12 and 13.
All right. Read out the book of Revelation, chapter 12, and verse 13. And when the dragon saw that he was cast unto the earth.
That's the devil, a white man. Okay, his rulership and his power that he's going to lose very soon. Go ahead.
He persecuted the woman.
And he's going to persecute the woman,
which brought forth the man-child.
Mm-hmm.
And to the woman were given 2 wings of a great eagle.
A great escape. The Most High is going to make a way for us to escape this great destruction when he sends the chariots to deliver us. All right, go ahead.
That she might fly into the wilderness.
We're going to be brought into the wilderness.
Into her place, where she is nurtured for a time and times and half a time.
3.5 years. We ain't going to be no 40 years this time in the wilderness. No, 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 no. It's going to be quick and swift. Okay, go ahead.
From the face of the serpent.
From the face of the serpent, go ahead.
And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood.
See what he did? And the serpent cast out of his mouth water as a flood. So water has many different meanings. Great destruction. Okay, it means life, it means wisdom, it means knowledge. All right. So water has a lot of significant meaning in the scriptures. All right, go ahead.
After the woman, that he might cause her to be carried away of the flood.
So he wants to destroy us. All right, go ahead.
And the earth helped the woman. And the earth opened her mouth and swallowed up the flood which the dragon had cast out of his mouth.
All right, now go to Revelation 17 now. We're going to close up, right? Showing you the waters, right? Water has many meanings in the scriptures.
And in that case, water meant lies too.
Lies too.
Yeah.
Right? Right. So it has many, it has a duplex meaning. Not even duplex, but quadruple meanings. Multiple meanings and understanding. All right? Revelation 17 and start from the first verse.
Read out the book of Revelation, chapter 17, verse 1. And there came one of the 7 angels which had the 7 vials, and talked with me, saying unto me, Come hither, I will show unto thee the judgment of the great whore that sitteth upon many waters.
Who's the great whore that sitteth upon many waters? America. All right? And the Roman Catholic Church too.
It is Roman. And England.
All right? That sit upon many waters. And waters represents what?
People.
The people.
People.
That's ruling over the people. All right? So you see your waters have many different meanings. Okay, go ahead.
Whom the kings of the earth have committed fornication, and the inhabitants of the earth have been made drunk with the wine of her fornication.
So the people have been made brainwashed. The people have been brainwashed, bamboozled with her lies, her Christianity, with her false education. Okay, go ahead.
So he carried me away in the spirit into the wilderness, and I saw a woman sit upon a scarlet-colored beast, full of names of blasphemy, having 7 heads and 10 horns. And the woman was arrayed in purple and scarlet colored, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls, having a golden cup in her hand, full of abomination and filthiness of her fornication.
Everything you could think of that's wicked and evil is in that cup where she's giving you to drink. Drink it. It's good for you. It's medicine. Gay rights, pansexual, trisexual, bisexual, homosexual, LGBT, what the hell it is. Here's the cup. Drink the cup. It's good for you. It's medicine. Drink it. And you drink it from the time you go to kindergarten up until 12th grade. Then from 12th grade, you go on to college and get more drinking of the cup.
That's right.
It never ends. All right, go ahead.
Verse 5. And upon her forehead was a name written. Mystery Babylon the Great, the mother of harlots and abomination of the earth.
666 when you break it down in the Hebrew. I'm going to break it down in the Hebrew. I break the whole thing down. It breaks down into 666, the abomination of the earth in the Hebrew equivalence of the numerical value system.
Yeah.
Right? Go ahead.
And I saw the woman drunken with the blood of the saints.
Yeah, and she's drunken with our blood. This whore. Okay, go ahead.
And with the blood of the martyrs of H.O.D.C.
And they kill a lot of martyrs. The disciples, the prophets. She butchered and killed us, man. All right, go ahead.
And when I saw her, I wondered with great admiration.
And John, you wondered, who is this?
What the hell?
What the hell? Who is this? All right, go ahead.
And the angel said unto me, wherefore did thou marvel? I will tell thee the mystery of the woman, and the beast that carried her, which hath the 7 heads and 10 horns. The beast that thou sawest was and is not.
Yeah, it was. That beast was there during the time that you was there, which was the Roman Empire. It was there, but it's not here yet in the form of America. Okay? Because it was there in the form of the Roman Empire,
right.
But it was not here. It was not at that time as America. It ain't come yet. All right? So he said, the beast that thou saw, read again.
The beast that thou sawest was.
It was in the vision at his time. Okay, go ahead.
And is not.
It's not, go ahead.
And shall ascend out of the bottomless pit.
And it's coming out from the same bottomless pit of Europe. Okay, go ahead.
And go into perdition.
And it's going to go into perdition. That's the time we're living in right now with America. Go ahead.
And they that dwell on the earth shall wonder, whose names were not written in the book of life from the foundation of the world, when they behold the beast that was and is, and yet it was, when they behold the beast that was.
It was in the form of the Roman Empire. Go ahead.
And is not.
It's not. Okay,
and yet is.
And yet is when it comes. Okay, go ahead.
And here is the mind which has wisdom. The 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sitteth.
See? And the 7 heads are 7 mountains on which the woman sit. Meaning she runs and controls all these governments. Okay, go ahead.
And there are 7 kings. 5 are fallen, and 1 is, and the other is not yet come. And when he cometh, he must continue a short space.
That's America. And when it come, it's going to continue for a short space. Okay? Go ahead.
And the beast that was and is not, even he is the 8th.
See, that's America. America is the 8th that came out of all these kingdoms, mainly out of Great Britain. Okay? Go ahead.
And is one of the 7.
See? And it's one of the 7, which came out from Britain. Because America came directly out of Great Britain.
Right.
That's her mommy. Okay? The mother whore. Okay? Go ahead.
And goeth into perdition.
And that's the time we live in. America is in perdition right now. They're at odds. Democrats and Republicans, they're at odds, man. The Democrats don't want Trump nowhere in office around there. By any means, they want him out. But the Republicans want him in. Look at McCarthy. They just got him out. He's a Republican. So they're fighting amongst themselves now.
That's like they did in Rome.
In Rome. The same thing all over again.
The Republicans against the senators.
Yeah, I said.
They did the same thing.
Go ahead.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest are 10 kings, which have received no kingdom as yet.
Right. So these 10 kings back then was known as what? In ancient time. They were known as the common markets. Up in the 50s, it was known as the common markets. All right? The European common markets. Now today, they're also known as NATO. What's the other term they use? NATO and what's the other? Forgot. The EU. Yeah. They're all the same crap. Same crap. Ain't no different.
And BRICS.
Yeah.
BRICS.
They're all, you know what I mean? Yes. Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. He's showing you the different stages of them. All right? In they come into their prominence, because he's showing you the Roman Catholic Church, and he's showing you the Roman Empire, and he's showing you also America too. All right? He's showing you in a one nutshell the entire Roman Empire and what came out from it. The Roman Catholic Church, Britain, and America. Right, they birthed all of them, beginning from the Roman Empire. Right? Because the Roman Catholic Church came out from the Roman Empire.
Right.
All right? Britain came out from the Roman Empire too.
Right.
And America came out from the Roman Empire, which is from Great Britain.
Right.
Because America embodies and emulates everything that Rome does.
Yeah.
The whole system is based on the Roman idea. All right? Yes. Yeah, right up of everything they do is based from the Roman Chronicles and everything that the Romans started. The Senate,
the
Republic, the Latin terminology, the sport arenas, all of that, the same thing. The Senate, how they run the Senate, all right, the same thing.
Yeah, all the stadiums are coliseums.
Yeah, you know, the way of life that's being run is based from the way of the Roman Empire, all right? So I just want to show that the water represents many symbolic understanding in the scriptures, all right? And that Euphrates River was there in the beginning, and the end time is going to bring the death and judgment of all the nations. In the beginning, it represented life, the beginning of civilization, and the end time is going to represent the death and destruction of the nations in the same place where the Most High formed it. All right? And after that, he's going to bring a new life again. But that's the place where he's going to end the reign of all the nations' power in the earth.
That's right.
All right? So with that, I say shalom.
Shalom.
I hope everybody got understanding from it. If not, we go back into it for someone, give you some better understanding. I say shalom and kwam yasharala.